The West Virginia Mountaineers get another win, undefeated. One of the best starts in over 70 years for Coach Ross Hodge, and Honor Huff raining 3's down.
You are Locked On West Virginia, your daily podcast on the West Virginia Mountaineers, part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
What is up, guys? Welcome back in. My name is Mountaineer Paul. I am your host. Welcome back into Locked On West Virginia, baby. Well, we're talking about the Hoop Squad tonight on this episode, and West Virginia in a pretty dominating win over Lafeyette Leopards. The Lafeyette Leopards, 81-59. West Virginia moves to 5-0 on the season, led by just two incredible performances by freshman D.J Thomas and senior Honor Huff. This episode of Locked On West Virginia is going to be brought to you by our friends at Game Time. Right now with Game Time, guys, download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code LOCKEDONCollege for $20 off your first purchase where the terms apply. I'm not alone. No. I decided to bring somebody on here that has his own world for you, his own world of college football. He is the Texas A&M offensive line coach, Jackson Johnson.
How you doing tonight? Good, buddy.
Oh God, I'm doing pretty good. That's my favorite saying, buddy. How you doing tonight, good buddy?
There you go.
Somebody posted that. I sent you a screenshot, didn't I?
I think so.
Somebody posted that in the comments of the last video. Texas A&M offensive line coach Jackson Johnson.
There you go.
The legend. The Mountaineers are raining down 3's tonight, bro.
Yeah, they're rocking and rolling.
Undefeated. So obviously, this was an Honor Huff coming out party. He's had a couple games where it's like you've made one here, you've made one there, made a couple here, made a couple there. But he strung together just an incredible 6 or 7 straight makes from a 3-point range. Some of them were double clutch shots. Some of them were for close to logo range. And he's really shows what on a night where nobody really, there was a bit of a letdown after Pitt. And, Honor Huff really came through tonight for the Mountaineers, Jackson.
Oh, yeah. He was rocking and rolling.
Rocking and rolling. Obviously, this is not only an Honor Huff show. D.J Thomas, the true freshman, continues to be a true godsend. He really stabilized us in the first half against Pitt, and he has once again just been a constant driving force in this game. He's an incredible finisher around the rim. He's got great body control. He's smart. He knows where he's at on the floor at all times. He doesn't make mistakes. He is always moving slow, never fast, or never sped up like you see Amir Jenkins right now. Amir Jenkins is literally the opposite of what Thomas is. Thomas is very measured in his approach to the game and how he's playing. And Amir Jenkins is he's just all fire and brimstone. He's guarding everybody. He's slapping the floor. He's speeding down the floor. He's trying to cross guys over. He's literally got so much energy. He really reminds me of Sincere in a lot of ways. I think he's got a chance to be that good of a defender, and we'll see. He had a good game as well today. But, yeah, this is a pretty good game for the Mountaineers, obviously. You look around, and at the end of the day, you have to be pretty impressed with the win. I mean, it's a really – Lafeyette really don't know how good they are yet. I mean, they faced a tough schedule, tougher than we have. They played us. They played Texas. They played Cornell, who has can be a good mid-major team some years. Cornell hit 15 threes against them. They don't have very much size. They don't have very much defense. They've got a couple individual scorers, and that's kind of what kept them in this game. But West Virginia continues their streak holding teams under 60 points, or I should say Ross Hodge does. So yet again, here we go. Ross Hodge doing what he does best, and that's holding teams under 60 points, Jackson.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you were able to hold them at 59 points. That was awesome right there. Like,
Yeah, I mean, it's what you're hoping for.
Like, no doubt about it. Like, Honor Huff had 8 of 9 3-pointers. Holy crap. 8 of 9 3-pointers.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. If you look around the other, I feel like Morris Agusik played well today. He had 7 rebounds. For me, I felt like that was a pretty good performance from him, considering he's not asked to do much else. He's asked to defend. He's a nice player off the bench. Would have liked to see Jaden Forsyth get more playing time, but I understand that. You can't play every freshman you got. And Jasper Floyd has kind of cooled off since that opening night performance where he scored 25. So not that we need him to be, because he had 6 assists, which is incredible. He had 2 steals, so he doesn't have to score to be impactful for us. Harlan Obioha had a step back performance today, not surprised. But I thought he would do better than this. He could not put it in the bucket tonight. He missed a bunch of easy bunnies that he just didn't miss versus Pitt. So, we kind of have to pay attention to him. And this is how early in the year, whenever you haven't found yourself 100% yet, this is going to happen. And this team is still not whole. You're still going to add 2 of your better players here in the next couple of weeks. Actually, this Friday, you'll be adding in, obviously, one of your better players, and we're really looking forward to seeing what he looks like. I think he could really come in and give us that extra scoring punch that, unfortunately, Trey Eaglestaff isn't giving us right now. I truly believe, and I've never felt this way, like totally 100% about a player in college. Like, a lot of times they're just struggling because of the talent. I don't get that sense about Trey at all. I really truly believe he's in his head. I've never seen anything like it quite. He is a fish out of water. You can tell this is a culture shock to him, coming up from a place where he just gets the ball every time. Oh, sorry, guys. I'm pretty tired. But he gets the ball every time. He's able to shoot at will last year for North Dakota. He didn't really have to worry about missing it. And I think at West Virginia, that's what's missing, if you will. He's not able to just shoot with reckless abandon like he was. And so every shot, he's not playing loose, because he is so capable of doing way more than he is. And it's just frustrating to see. We really need him to break out of this, or we need to – and he's playing good on defense, though. I will say that. I think he understands. Sorry. Sometimes I get the yawns. I think he understands that he is a liability on offense right now, and so he's making up for it on the defensive end, and he has been. He really has been. He's getting several steals. He's had a couple balls poked out. What did he do? He had 5 rebounds tonight. That's good. He had 2 blocks tonight. That's really good. He had an offensive rebound and 4 defensive rebounds. So, he's doing things in different ways. Would like to see those assists go up some if possible, but like Lorient had 4 assists again. I do feel like there's going to come a time where Trey gets over this hump to this year.
I agree.
Now, I think I've come to grips with it, that he's not going to be the 19 points per game scorer that we were hoping. But I do think that he's going to get past this slump that he's in. And it is a slump. It is a slump, no doubt. He seems like such a nice guy. I mean, you can tell on the floor, like, he's very conscientious, to use a Rich Rod term. He gets it. Like, he knows. That's the worst part about it. If you're an overthinker like I am, and I'm probably one of the worst overthinkers I've ever met. And I mean, I've met a lot of people that overthink things. I really overthink things. And I think I can see, as somebody that does that, I can see his body language, him doing it in real time. So, to be averaging less than 2 points a game after averaging 19, there's something wrong. Even if it was at a lower level, he's still a scorer. Like, you can see it. Go well put on the tape. So we'll just have to keep monitoring that situation. I feel like he's impacting the game in other ways, but there is a little bit to be concerned about there. And don't be surprised if Chance Moore, when he comes back against Clemson Friday, doesn't start taking some of those minutes. Maybe pressure off Trey as well. Let's go to break. Couple of more notes on this and the next couple games for West Virginia. Then we're going to dive headfirst into the wacky, wild, and weird world of Jackson and his world of college football. Next. This episode of Locked On West Virginia going to be brought to you by our friends at FanDuel. Right now with FanDuel, guys, if you use $5, it'll make you holla. Anytime you spend that money, you can win up to $300 in bonus bets to use across the app. And the NBA season is back after all. And that's why we love having FanDuel. It's one of the official sports betting partners of the NBA after all. And even if you miss the start of a game or want to ride the hot hand, FanDuel has live bets on everything from who will score next to fourth quarter comebacks. Plus, you can even combine our live bets into a same-game parlay for a shot at a bigger payout. Keeps every game exciting, especially when your team's making that late push. And right now, FanDuel is giving new customers $300 in bonus bets. Win that first $5 bet wins, but you can't win if you don't play. So head to FanDuel.com to sign up and play your game with FanDuel, the official sports betting partner of the National Basketball Association. Segment 2. Crack-a-doo.
Water dew tonight.
Water dew.
There we go.
After a big win for the Mountaineers, you got to have a Mountain Dew, Bob.
There you go.
What you say, Bob?
I say a lot, Bob.
West Virginia, the next few games are going to be crucial. We're going to learn a lot about the team. They won't be favored in the next game they play.
Clemson.
I don't know how much it matters to you, but Brownell and Clemson are a good group. I'm looking them up right now as we speak. I should have had this already ready to go. All right.
Yeah, that's going to be on Friday night at 5:30 Eastern.
Yep. So they're 3-1 on the year. They do have one loss to Georgetown. I wouldn't put too much stock into it.
It's not our granddaddy's Georgetown, that's for sure.
This is not your Patrick Ewing, yeah. It's in your Patrick Ewing squad. They beat Morehead State. This isn't the Morehead State from a few years ago. They they lost to Georgetown by 5, and they're beating the crap out of Northern Alabama right now, 35-17.
Good grief.
So yeah, I mean they've got some pretty wild things going on. If you look at some of their better players, they've got Jake Walleen, if you'll remember from a couple years ago, he's still there. Zach Foster's a guard. Carter Welling is also a forward that does well for them. They're a team that shoots a pretty good field goal percentage. They're not an elite three-point shooting team. They shoot free throws pretty well, but they rebound it. And that's one thing I've noticed to them their first few games is they rebound it well. And that run they made to the Elite 8 or Final 4, whatever that was a couple years back, they did it with bigs and rebounding and defense and the whole thing. So we'll continue to monitor Clemson, but then West Virginia will play either Georgia or Xavier beyond that, and then Wake Forest. So the next 4 or 5 games West Virginia plays, ramping up the competitiveness, Jackson.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt about it. It's going to be rocking and rolling, and I can't wait to see West Virginia, Ohio State on December 13th. That's going to be a battle right there.
Yeah, we're looking forward to that one for sure. I'm trying to temper my expectations until we get there because I really want us to stomp Ohio State out, as you gus know.
There you go. Chew 'em up like a chicken nugget. There you go.
All right, guys. So that's the West Virginia game. Not much else to say on it. Big win tonight We'll keep, obviously, we're going to bring somebody on to preview Clemson and West Virginia. There's going to be a pretty big game this coming Friday. Let's see if the West Virginia Mountaineers can, with Chance Moore coming back, should be in a pretty good spot in this game. But anytime you have a new player coming back like that, it could hurt you. But he did play with them all off season and during the scrimmages and stuff. So it's not unfamiliar. They'll just revert back to that. So keep your eyes on that potential, because I think D.J. Thomas could be somebody that you're probably going to, honestly, at this point, you have to sacrifice Trey Eaglestaff over Thomas. And if he'd have told me that before the season, I'd have said you were nuts. But here we are, D.J. Thomas, 25 points tonight. If I didn't mention it, I'm sorry. I guess I didn't really go over it. This freshman, yeah, I did go over it. This freshman is absolutely just crushing it right now. 11 for 17 from field goals, 3 for 3 from the free throw line. He's not a great three-point shooter yet. If he gets that part of his game going, he's got All-American potential. That's how good he is, guys. D.J. Thomas could be an All-American someday if he can get the three-point shot down. So we'll see if he goes to the lab and gets that done. But he's going to be tough to keep in Morgantown as well. I don't know about their relationships. Just saying, generally, there are going to be people wanting him after this year already. Jackson, let's talk about the Big 12, brother.
Oh, there we go. That's going to be fun.
Yeah. Let's dive into your world of college football and see what's crack-a-lacking.
Well, we've got a lot of it. We've got Kansas, Iowa State to start off the Saturday slate on Fox Sports 1 in Jack Trice Stadium, as Kansas is 5-5 and Iowa State is 6-4.
Is in Jack Trice, you got to go with Iowa State there. Although the Matt Campbell rumors, well, actually, they've been shut down, though, because Campbell just won't interview during the season. He just won't do it. So, he's not like Lane Kiffin, who will do that. Lane Kiffin's doing it right now as we speak.
Yeah. Lane Kiffin got an ultimatum by Ole Miss.
LSU.
Yeah, Ole Miss said, you need to decide by Black Friday. And that's not good.
This is going to be the craziest coaching carousel in the history of sports. Yeah, I think.
This feels like the Lane Kiffin story feels like a crazy rom-com story. That's what it feels like.
I like Iowa State in the game.
Oh, yeah. I have to go with Iowa State. I want to see Kansas win this one, but want to see and what I know, but what we know, what we'll see are two totally different things. I've got Iowa State winning 24-17 in this battle. And we've got some drama on TNT and on HBO Max between the Arizona Wildcats and the Baylor Bear Necessities.
Baylor playing bad right now. Arizona playing really well right now as they turned it around in year 2. Congrats to Brent Brennan and company. They absolutely just I'm not going to say I was surprised, but they absolutely. What is it you say when somebody beats somebody really bad?
Well, they get out the belt and give them a spanking.
No, you said what happens? They get smacked. Or
they got smacked off the face of the earth.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, that's what's going to happen to Baylor. It's going to be a 38-14 victory for Arizona.
Yeah. Well, last week 2 weeks ago they smacked Colorado off the face of the earth, and then last week they were smacking Houston off the face of the earth, and then Houston came back and won the game.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, Baylor. I'm less confident in. Obviously, they just got destroyed by the team they play last. Kansas State, maybe.
Arizona played.
No, Baylor.
Cincinnati. Oh, Baylor.
Utah.
They played Utah.
That's what it was. Yeah, they got destroyed by Utah. So, that's we did too. So, but yeah, I like Arizona in this game.
Oh yeah. It's going to be miserable for Baylor. And we've got Kansas State, Utah on ESPN2 at Rice-Eccles Stadium. I'm going to be honest. I feel like Utah really has to have style points to show the committee that, hey, we're that at-large team that should get in.
Right.
That's just me.
Yeah, I mean, I know it'd be good for the Big 12 for them to get in. Part of me still roots against them. Is that wrong, sir?
Nah.
If it's wrong, I don't want to be right. No, we need 3 teams to get in. We need the conference to be viable for the future. I don't know how much this matters in the grand scheme of things, if 3 get in or not, but it seems to be something a lot of people are pushing and want to happen. And I understand why. I just wonder if it's like, if the Big 12, because we have teams that can spend money now, Jackson, look at Texas Tech, you look at Utah, and you look at BYU. They're taking up spots that the Big 10 teams usually have and some SEC teams. So, you just wonder if the Big 12 has kind of even leveled the field out just a little bit at the top of the conference with some of the other leagues.
I mean, the ACC is basically the conference champ wins and they're in. The rest is basically you're out.
Yeah.
Whereas, I think the Big 12, they're going to need a lot of upsets to happen in the SEC and the Big 10. I think you're going to need Michigan to get upset this week by Maryland, which, they almost gave it away against Northwestern. It could happen. You're going to need Missouri to pull off an upset over Oklahoma. Do that. That helps the Big 12 a lot. But what you need is BYU, Texas Tech, and Utah to keep winning. That's what you need.
What we got next?
Well, I've got Utah winning in a 38-21 fashion over Kansas State. And what was your score prediction for this one, Paul?
I don't usually pick the score, but I just had I had Utah winning, dominating. Yeah.
Oh, here's a good one. TCU Houston on Fox at 4 p.m. Eastern time in Houston, Texas.
It's in Houston.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I have to pick Houston in this one.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to go with Houston in a 31-21 fashion. Parker Ainsworth is definitely happy with this. Oh, man. Well, this game's miserable. Central Florida and Oklahoma State on ESPN+.
Jeez. Central Florida should win that game.
God.
But it'd be nice to see Oklahoma State win one.
Oh, Lord. It's terrible for the Cowboys.
Yeah, it's not good.
Yeah,
not good at all.
Central Florida wins 45-17.
What else we got?
And on Fox, we've got BYU Cincinnati in Cincinnati, Ohio. Oh, man. BYU wins. They basically get in the Big 12 title.
BYU Cincinnati. Yeah, you got to go with BYU, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
And then Cincinnati versus Ohio University.
Cincinnati has TCU after BYU all rivalry week, but BYU is going to smack Cincinnati in a 31-14 fashion. Cincinnati can't win the big ones. They just can't.
Yeah, you're not a Satterfield guy, are you?
I've got nothing partial against Satterfield. It's just
you hate him. You hate him.
Nah, I don't hate him. I just
you
don't.
You told me the other day you wish he'd play in oncoming traffic.
No, I wouldn't do that.
I'm kidding.
I know you are. Oh, man. Well, this is a sad one. Arizona State, Colorado on ESPN2.
Yeah, Arizona State, got to pick them.
Arizona State's going to win this one 45-14. They're basically going to put Colorado out of their misery.
Yeah.
It's like, Lord, it's so miserable watching Colorado.
Is that all?
That's all for the Big 12, folks.
All right, guys, that's all we got for today. I'm going to get out of here early. I am just dog tired, and I'm not going to put on a show anymore, or on a front anymore. I'm struggling to stay awake. So I am going to go ahead and jump out of here. It's 10 o'clock. I had to get up at 7 o'clock this morning, and usually I sleep in a little bit whenever I'm going to be recording all day. So thank you guys so much for joining in on this one for Locked On West Virginia. And we will see you guys on the next one. Make sure to like the video. Make sure to subscribe. And Jackson, tell everybody where you're at.
They can find me on Alabama at The Voice College Football. They can find me on Jackson Johnson 979 on my personal channel. And they can now also find me on SEC at The Voice College Football with Lucas Hill as we host SEC Live. That's why I got off earlier today, because I was in a meeting confirming that Lucas Hill and I.
Congratulations, buddy. You deserve that.
Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate it. We'll be making some magic on SEC Live, and we've got Lucas and I have more coming to you on SEC at The Voice College Football. But for more updates, what I've got going on SEC at The Voice College Football, the Jacksonian, Alabama at The Voice College Football, Jackson's World College Football with Mountaineer Paul a few times a week on Locked On West Virginia, and a few times a week on the Paul Feinbaum Show. Check me on Jacksonville CFB on @/Twitter and on Instagram and Threads at Jackson Johnson 543908. And note to self, I'm going to change my Instagram handle to make it easier for all of you.
Okay, buddy. Well, thank you. Guys, West Virginia wins. We're happy. We got a big day coming up tomorrow or the next day with Pat McAfee Show, depending on when they make this announcement. So we'll cover that as it happens too. And we'll see you guys on the next one. It's a great day to be a Mountaineer. It's a great day to be an Alabama. He always wants you to roll damn Tide, but I want to remind you to cue them country roads. Good night, guys.